Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply bokeh to portraits in Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into duplicating layers, extracting our subject from the background, applying a new background for bokeh effect, applying field blur, and adjusting its settings, merging of layers, adding a negative mask to reveal our subject. So let's get started! So here in our document, I got here a portrait image of this young woman. And our goal here is to change its background and apply some bokeh effect on our image. So the first step we're going to do here is we're going to do a duplicate layer of our background layer. So to do that, going onto the layers panel, select on our background layer. I'm going to press Ctrl plus J as a shortcut key for us to create a new background copy. So there you go. And the next step we're going to do here is we're going to extract the subject to this background. So to do that, selected on the background copy layer, first I'm going to create a selection. So I'm going on the menu bar, go and select, choose that, and under select, choose subject. And Photoshop will automatically create a selection on our subject or on this young woman. And the next step we're going to do here is we're going to add a mask. Okay, so to do that, go into the layers panel, go at the bottom, click on this. This is the add layer mask. And once I did that, we already removed the background. So actually it's not yet visible here because we haven't hide our original background yet. So I'm going to hide this one. And that's how it goes. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Going back, well, now we already removed the background of our portrait image. And I also prepare another image that will serve as our background to our portrait image. So to bring this image to that original document, I'm going to go to the toolbar and choose this tool. This is the move tool, or V for the shortcut key. And then I'm going to click and drag it into our original page. So I'm gonna release the image here, and there you go. And I'm going to put this one in the middle. If the image is too small and not fit for the other image, so we can use the transformation command. So with this layer selected, I'm going to press Ctrl plus T, and now you can see that there already transformation command here. And we may now adjust that to make the image bigger. All right, I'm gonna drag this one up here, and there you go. And another thing here, I'm going to select this layer, click and drag it under the background copy layer. So there you go. Now you can see that we already have a background on this image now. All right. And yes, I choose this background because this is better for bokeh effect. All right. So once we already have this, now we're going to merge the background copy layer and the city layer. We're going to put it together. So to do that, I'm going to click on the background copy layer and then press shift and click on this other layer. Now I'm going to right click on that and choose merge layers. And there you go. Now we put those two layers into one. And the next step here is we're going to create another duplicate layer of this merge layer. So to do that, press Ctrl plus J. That's what we did. Okay. All right, I'm going to name this layer as our subject. Okay. All right. And the next step here, now we're going now to apply the field blur. So to do that, select on the subject layer. I am going to the menu bar, click on filter, under filter, choose blur gallery, and under blur gallery, select field blur. And now we may now apply. So you can see that there is already a pin blur on this image. Now we can now start adjusting the blur effect. Okay, so to do that, go into the blur tool on the right side of the screen. Under blur, we're going to set this one into around 100. And there you go. And the next step here, going to the effects under from the bokeh, from the light bokeh, I'm going to increase this one to my preferred amount of light bokeh effect. So I'm good with 60. Okay. And if I want the other colors to be vibrant, now I'm going to adjust the bokeh color. Okay, so so you see the changes. Cool, right? All right. And another thing here is if you want to add more colors, now we may now start adjusting the light range. So I'm going to bring the light range into around 180. And then for the highlight slider here, the white one, I'm also going to decrease this one near to our shadow slider. So once I did that, you can see the changes that there are different colors being added in our bokeh effect. Amazing, right? Okay, so I'm gonna set this one into around 200. Okay. All right, I'm good with this. Now, once all said and done, select OK. And there you go. All right, you may able to see that we already apply our bokeh here, but our subject is also affected. So, to reveal our subject, now I am going to create a negative mask into the subject layer. So to do that, I'm going to press Alt and click this one. This is add a mask to create a negative mask. So you can see that it's all black on this thumbnail here. All right, and the effect is gone, right? And now we're going to bring those effects back by using a brush tool. So selected on this black thumbnail of the subject, I'm going to the toolbar and choose brush tool. For the opacity, I am going to adjust that to 100%. For the flow to around 50. And then for the foreground color, set this one to white to reveal those bokeh effect. All right. So now I'm going to start painting on it. Okay. All right. So look at the changes when I'm trying to paint on the background of this woman. See? Amazing. And also, if there are areas that was been, if they're part of our subject that was been covered with the bokeh lights, now we may now start adjusting the brush size into a smaller brush. So I'm just pressing the open bracket key to decrease the size of our brush. And then I'm going to press X for us to invert the foreground color to black. And then start putting back on those areas that were affected. All right, see? Okay. And another thing here, I also want to apply a little bokeh effect on the subject. So I'm going to press X once again to turn the foreground to white. And then for opacity, I'm going to decrease this one to around 30%. Okay. And then increase the brush size by pressing the close bracket key. And then just one click on the part of this woman's face. So see? Okay, there are. And there you go. Now we just created the bokeh effect on the portrait. Okay, now I'm going to show you the before and after. Alright, so this one is the before. And this one is the after. And that is how to apply bokeh to portraits in Photoshop.